Hello, everybody. I hope y'all doing wonderful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burp in your ear. But I hope y'all doing wonderful. I had to grab like a little quick sandwich and some water before I did this live because I was like, hold up, hold up. But I am rejuvenated right now. So let's talk about my weekend, y'all. My weekend was full of a food fest. Like I went to a restaurant. Well, went to one of my favorite restaurants. Um, with my son's Mimi, and then like Saturday I got treated, and I went to Hook on the Real on the Hook, or it's one a seafood restaurant. And when we got our bill, y'all, I'm not used to this at all. I'm not used to seeing a a lunch for two, real talk, lunch for two under 50 to maybe $60. But when that bill came out to 100 for two people, I was like, what is this? And I did see food. We did have leftovers. It's cool, but I'm like, what? And I get it. I get it. I really do get the enjoyment of food, but the restaurant experience and stuff and hanging out and chit chatting. But darn, y'all, when I tell you all I got was some mussels and some shrimp, and I think all she got was like shrimp, potatoes. She got extra corn and a sweet tea, and I was like, when does this get $100? But you get what I'm saying. But it was really wonderful. And then again, I went to a hole in the wall, and I was being naughty, y'all, and I got some chitlins, and those things was we both got a chitlin plate, and like I got a piece of cake. Of course, we got drinks, and I think we got order of chicken wings, and that thing was $50. So I'm like, hold up, no, absolutely not. So y'all, I cannot do this eating out thing. Probably never. Mm. Yes. Are you talking about the seafood or the chitlins? The chitlins is always good, okay? Yeah, I have this thing with this place in North Carolina, and it's called Virgil's. Um, Shout out to the Virgil's people, y'all. Shout it out because they never disappoint. I will get some some chitlins, and they put gravy on it, but don't put gravy on my chitlins and on my rice. But they'll have some rice, some chitlins, baby. And so I get double greens. And then if I'm going to feel fancy, I get me a side of macaroni salad. I'm having a good time. I don't want nothing else. I want those. I want that combo together. I want to stick my fork in and my rice and my green bean. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I promise you. And I was at the house and I was like, why did I get this meal the other day on Saturday instead of today, right? Why get this meal on Saturday? Because I would got that meal and went back to the house and ate it and then went to sleep. I I went to sleep. And they're hush puppies. Like that's probably why I was greedy because I got me additional extra 6-piece hush puppies. And you know their hush puppies is only like $1.20. But you know what I'm saying? But girl, I was being greedy. And I ate a piece of that little cake because I feel I get like half of it of the chitlins and the rice and the greens. I'm good. I promise you, I'm 100% good. But you can't just eat chitlins all the time. And I've been craving their chitlins for the last 3 months. And when I tell y'all, And I did want some pig feet, but it's kind of hot to make pig feet, y'all. I like pig feet, and of course I like chitlins in the winter weathers, like fall, winter. I like eating that, but right now I was just craving it because it's too hot to be eating chitlins. So y'all, let's get to our thumbnail because y'all know what I say all the time. I'm here for a fun time, not a long time, y'all. So I've been watching Wine Glass and Chill for a very long time, and nothing piques my interest of seeing this woman go to the hospital, go to doctor's appointments. Kids stay sick, kids need medication, kids. And then yesterday was the last straw. I noticed that she said, "Oh, we've been in this ER room," and then suddenly she did another live. She said, "I'm taking the baby to the ER, and he's been crying all day, and he won't stop." And then she said, "Well, we're done," and it's only been like 5 minutes when they released me. Ding, 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 ding. Baby girl, baby girl, did you understand one thing that you're doing? You're making them a documentary, not a documentary. They're making documentations about you and ERs and how much you go there. All right. A lot of times people don't realize this because, oh, I'm going to rush my baby to the hospital. That is a hell to no. Normal mothers, like if I work with a woman that always have a sick child and not like cancer or nothing, nothing serious. Okay. This is not making fun of them for serious issues. Like some kids actually have real life issues, but there be those parents that will call in and say, or, "Oh my gosh, I got to rush my son to the hospital," and then we feel sorry for them, and then it turned out that the child chew on crayons, or the child had too much gas, excess, too much gas. Oh my gosh, he's not eating, he's not doing. We laugh at those parents. Like the workforce mothers, we laugh at them. Definitely, they have to keep going to the hospital and taking off. And we laugh at them like, girls, why don't you make that child a bubble? But then we realize that sometimes these mothers be out here using their children to feel important. Wine, Glass, and Chill, aka Diamond, is starting to give me signs and showing signs that she has. Hold on, let me put this up here. Munchausen. I'm sorry, y'all. Munchausen. I love how you say that. Munchausen by Proxy. She's showing that. She's actually showing that all the time. And it's not just this one child, it's all her kids. Why suddenly? I don't know anybody that have kids. And one thing that my mom told me, she has a special needs child, my brother, and they were trying to put him on Ritalin when he was a baby, and my mom said, "No, he was bad. He might have been bad for his age. Yes, he might not knew how to comprehend, but she eventually worked on him. She tore his little butt up. Well, she claims back then my mama could take us to the bathroom. I remember a little boy in my first grade class, y'all. I can still laugh at this. He was cutting up bad one day. We don't know. I think we all was cutting up that bad, but that day his mama answered the phone. His mama got the phone call, and she came up there, and then suddenly she's like, "Where's he at?" So the teacher told us to put our head down, right? Everybody put your head down. So then the mom walked in the door and she just took that belt out her bag, and all you heard was kids screaming. And every time we try to look up to see what's going on, and we just knew what kid it was. because we had to have our head down and the lights closed even after the mother left. And then, we suddenly knew what kid got their butt whipped at school. And it's okay. I believe in a butt whipping. I do. Not to abuse them, but I believe in a butt whipping. I don't believe in pumping the kids with Ritalin and this and that and melatonin. I don't give that to my children because I feel like, why do I need to give them that again? I'd be like looking at people strange. It's like, yeah, I give my kids melatonin. Like, girl, I can see your kids beating up somebody upside their head when they get 15 trying to get a next hit. And that's not saying that all kids are like that, y'all, but it's just like, why would you encourage that type of sedatedness to a child? They supposed to be out. But Diamond like her kids with that type of control. And that is very sick in the mind. All your kids got ADHD? Or you just a mother that don't want to deal with them? Which one is it, Diamond? Because I saw her kids. I don't know if she said they just got on their medication, but that last video, they seemed very focused. And I don't think they was focused without their medication. I think they're just they're kids. If I have to be in a room, if I have to be in a room, 100%. Hey, Floyd, if I have to be in the room, you think I'm going to be productive to behave myself? Girl, you put me in a room by myself, I'm trying on clothes. And I'm leaving the clothes where I dropped them off. So that is, y'all get what I'm saying? Like mindset. Oh, let me go play with my shoes. Mentally, do you think kids have that? See, after we get a certain age, and I do believe in adults taking medication, but focusing, I don't believe that. I don't believe that children should be on those type of medications. I'm not a doctor, but I have 3 amazing children. And I have one that I believe that was kissed by God twice. And he knows not to play with me. He knows that he has a short attention span. So I understand that. But do I rush him to the doctor and say, hey, doctor, he don't want to sit still, so let me pump him up with some medication? No, he's a 2-year-old. And he smiles brightly. I would not want to come in my house and my son is like sedated from the world. And I'm like, what's wrong with my baby? I like yelling at him. Ever stop. Ever. I like hearing me say ever stop. But I can never imagine him being a zombie for 12 hours. Putting him to bed, giving him medication for him to be a zombie again. I just can't. But when she sent that baby to the ER and for her to turn around 5 minutes later, they just wrote documentations of you. How many times you come in the ER? I'm going to be honest with you. I saw this one mom, right? And I think this is just me as an adult. Parents do more harm with pumping their kids with all this medication and all these statistics of autism. If your child has a learning disability, that's what they have, y'all. All right. But if they have piss poor behavior, don't mean they all got autism. All right. That's just me saying what I need to say. Okay. Some kids just don't F with me personalities. I'm in my own world personalities. We all had those kids. If you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, looking back, we was rubbing elbows with kids that now have they're on a spectrum. We didn't never knew that. We always had that one kid that had all their stuff laid out. Not because they were super neat, they just had their stuff in order. You ever remember sitting with some kid and they had their crayons by light to dark? Was they on a spectrum? No. They just had their together. But nowadays, his poor parents, they can't stamp their bad behavior as a parent and say, my kids got autism. So I don't have to really raise them. I don't have to teach them anything because they got autism. You're a piss poor parent. And yes, I don't know the autism lifestyle, but I do see it daily. I do hear it. My kid can throw stuff in the grocery store because he has autism. No, he cannot. My son can lift up your skirt because he got autism. No, you're just creating a pedophile. That's what you're doing. What you're doing is you creating somebody that's going to vandalize other people's property. And you want to stamp autism. Your kids are bad because whatever reason. You keep them in a bedroom for 4 hours. And they're sitting with their brothers and sisters and they're smelling each other's breath and they're going stir crazy because you don't want to deal with them. And I'm going to be honest with you, Diamond. You do tell those kids to go sit down in their room. That's what you do. You tell your kids, go sit down, get out of my face. You say that on your lives. And now I see why that bedroom looked like that. I see why your kids stay sick or you claim they're sick. So you can get that sympathy. Like you want to make feel, and then you want us to come back and say, oh, we're being so hard on you. We want you to be a reactor. I don't care if you're a reactor or you're a blogger at this point. You have a very bad, you have an effed up life right now. And you're going to keep on effing up anything you touch with your children. Raise your kids. Learn your kid. I'm sorry. You know your baby is crying. There's a couple of things that could be wrong with him. Yeah. Pick him up. He might have gas. He might be constipated. That is not a rush to the hospital. I'm just trying to save you so you don't become a Dee Dee Blanche. I don't know if y'all have seen the story of Dee Dee Blanche, but that woman was horrible. And in her mind, she said, I got to keep on feeling this way so I can get the glory and I'd F this baby. You know, she basically, y'all, I have a soft, I still want to fight Patricia Arquette, okay? That show, she was too good on that show, okay? I still want to fight Patricia Arquette. Like, I got hands to give you. Going to the hospital is not content. Going to a hospital is red flags for them. If you want to keep your kids, don't come on here talking about y'all. You're calling CPS. No, bitch. And I called her what I called her. No. You did it. You upload those nasty bedrooms. You upload my kid is sick. You upload my child is diagnosed with autism. You upload I'm going to the ER. You upload that. We did not do that. So when CPS do come and they have receipts beyond receipts, don't come to us saying we did it. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, you're showing signs of Munchausen. Yeah. You showing them signs. I'm not showing no signs. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Last time I took English to the hospital, I thought he had um what is that? The Black Plague, y'all. I thought he had the Black Plague. He was sick. He was genuinely sick, but he was coughing and he had a nosebleed and he was coughing up the blood. And I thought he had the Black Plague. I sure did. And I'm crying. And I was like, "Are you sure it's not the Black Plague?" They probably thought I was more crazy than that. But last time he went to the ER room is probably 2 years. It was 2 years. They go to their doctor's visits. Hold on. Okay, Keisha, I'm gonna say something about that. Hold on. But but yeah, I hate going to the doctors. I hate going to doctors. I have to take him. Definitely the infant he has to go. He goes to therapy. Um, but in my mind right now, as a mother, I my daughter, she had a behavior problem. She outgrew it. Not because she was only child for 6 years. So when she finally got to play with kids, she didn't know how to play. She didn't know how to act. She's a little hermit. Like she's quiet. Like she just I'm good. That's my baby. My son is a social butterfly. Ever, he's my little baby. He reminds me of my daughter so much because he don't talk. He don't really need to talk. He's like, I'm the baby. I don't need to talk. Y'all give me what I want. But Keisha, let me tell you something. So one time I went with somebody and she said, "Hey, you around me?" I said, "Yeah." So this is what most of these parents is doing. So this is very believable. I do believe that she is giving um um I do believe that she's probably trying to get a check or she already got checks, right? Because I don't believe that all three of her kids are should be on medication. There's something in the household that is taking place if your kids are misbehaving, and I just think that's just me. That's just me. Okay, I just think something's taking place in that household that is causing the children to misbehave when they go out in class or not be focused, and that is a big factor. And a lot of people don't want to accept that, but that is a big factor. But my thing is, I went with this lady and she said, "Oh, I gotta take my daughter to the doctor." And I found out she went to the social services, or I guess the place where they evaluate your child. So when she went there, when I tell you this little girl was drinking a Mountain Dew, she had like the other kids, they wasn't eating candy. So she was drinking a Mountain Dew, and she had like some Skittles and a Snicker bar. I just remember double candy on this hot day, right? So by the time she got up there, and this is like a 2 hour gap, by the time she got up there, she had a sugar rush and she was hyper. And then she was like, "Well, go in there and just act normal." That's what the mother said. And I looked at that mother and I said, "Did she just do what I thought she did?" Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She she tried to, well, I'm gonna call it grooming. Can we say it grooming? She groomed her child to misbehave so she can get a better turn out on her evaluation. This baby was about 7, 9, 7 and 9. One of those little, maybe 8. The parent knew what to do. She knew what to do. And then they said that is a big hustle. Like all you got to do is pump up your kids or make them seem angry or you fuss them out. And I was like, wow, who would do that to a child? And you putting them at risk. And that's all I'm thinking about. Like that, if even the fate is not on my hands. For example, I can talk about him. He's my child, and he don't develop in his age group, and I have to put him in a special needs. I know that I'm not hindering him. You're hindering your child when you're doing that. When you get an IEP, and that's something I thought I was hindering my child. So when she had an IEP, and they said no, that she can still go to the right grade. It's just they're going to monitor how she's learning. And I understood that. But be honest with you, you're hindering your child when you instantly put them in that category. And you don't care. I actually heard Diamond say with her daughter, I don't know why they're giving her so much homework. She don't comprehend it. She don't comprehend it. So let her get used to the doing the work, taking time out, doing the work. But that really shows. She don't want nothing better for her kids. And hey, don't be getting mad at me because what I'm saying, y'all, she don't really want better for her kids. Because y'all, when I have one baby, I'm going to be like, even now, my daughter has problems with math and she's a little bit older. And I have to force her to try. Get it, try it. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. If you don't get it this time, you'll want to try to get it. But behavior and you just throwing it off as they got issues, girl, bye. You just, now I see why your man isn't doing what most men should be doing. Working. Because y'all have these babies and y'all probably sitting there in the bed right now, laying down, his feet rubbing on the floor because he lay on the floor talking about let's have another baby and let's try to make sure this baby is got some type of problems. It's disgusting. Disgusting. I don't know how to explain it. Now, I do believe in like anxiety because kids can develop that. And I think, my daughter has that problem too. So she's very standoffish. She don't like, and ever since she was like a baby, she really didn't like loud noises. Does that make her with the spectrum? No, she just don't like it. Now I do see a lot of adults getting tested now, and they find out that they are on the spectrum. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, are we all on the spectrum? Do we all have nitpicks? Are we a little slower than others? I don't think so. And it's okay. Some people can't read. Some people can't comprehend. They can read, but they don't know how to comprehend. They just have to work hard on it. And that's how I look at life. I like to say, my brother is a little bit more, and I talk about him not in a bad way, y'all, but he's more of a survivalness versus the people that he might go to school with. He knows how to survive a little bit better versus with me. I might do something, he'd be like, no, that's not how you do it. He knows how to survive. He has a better critical thinking than I do. And And he was, at the time, they didn't have autism for him. He was mild severe retardation. And I think he is the only person that in his age group has common sense. He has a lot of common sense than the people I rub elbows with that's older than him, you know? So, and he push. He's at this age that he don't know how to read well. So he reads the Bible every day, y'all. He reads the Bible every day. And so what? It is a read along. He's reading it. So what is a read along? He's reading it. And if he don't understand it, he won't take his time and look at it again and listen to it again. So I applaud him because my mom didn't fail him. She didn't fail him. Um, the school taught him what they taught him the best they could. And this boy he's the best. I would never trade him in for the world. I look at him and he was not a Ritalin baby. My mom didn't pump him. My mom didn't put him in a cage. He had free range of the house just like I did. So, and I just thank my mom for showing me that, because I would be one of these stupid mothers that will try to get every appointment in the summertime trying to get my child a check. My child wear glasses. Oh my gosh, let me go get a check for them. Pretend like you can't see. Really, I do see parents like that. And I'm like, damn, I feel bad for those kids. But y'all, I just say I'm here for a long time. Thank y'all for so much. Osan, what did she not explain? No, they don't. They really don't. And some of them it's just a paycheck. It is. It's a paycheck to them. But I always say, if I be honest with you, if you'd be surprised when these kids, when they get out of high school sometimes, so even when they're in high school, some of them, they they have like these programs that they can do traits and stuff like that. They can do trades. And you'd be surprised, like some of these people are functionable to pay attention to some of these trades they want to do. Like, oh, okay, be a plumber. Okay, okay. It's whatever the children or that person desires. Um, I'll be honest with you, it's not a bad thing to, always try to encourage them, even if you don't think they are teachable. I can only imagine like the mother of Helen Keller that, found out her daughter was deaf and blind. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's unteachable, but there was somebody that pushed that limit. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Somebody messed up your life. When do you son, when do you normally go on? Because I need to check out y'all. I be watching a lot of y'all on this good old yap. This good old yap. If it's about Diamond, girl, go. You good. Don't, girl. If it's about Diamond, she a hot mess. But all right, so y'all have a lovely evening, because I have to finish up so I can go back to work. I can go to work, y'all. I have to work tonight, and I'm sitting here thinking if I should go to the gym, but um, the town I work in, they just found a body this morning or early last night of a 19-year-old girl at the gas station, y'all. Just common things that we would typically do. And it's like, go to the gas station. She might have pulled over and try to link up with somebody. I don't know. I don't know the situation. But that just makes me want to never, ever, ever. I have to go home. I literally have to go home now when I get, I literally have to go home when I get off work just to avoid any chaos. But I have to realize I can't be so scared because anything can happen at any time. So there's no certain time that, the bad guys or anybody will come and get you. You know what I'm saying? That's not realistic. But that's just like, do I go to the gym after work? Do I? Okay. Oh, I really do apologize, darling. Um, but at the end of the day, it's just like, do we do we do we stop living and do we stop living and be in this bubble because things happen in life? So I'm like, girl, you better go home, get your gym clothes, get your gym on. You got your plug up your phone. Girl, don't stop living. So I have to keep on telling myself, girl, don't stop living. Don't stop living. You got to go to Walmart. Go to Walmart. Send to your business. Well, y'all, let me tell y'all this before I left, right? So I told y'all I wanted to go get chitlins yesterday at the restaurant. And so I'm waiting, standing behind this young lady, and I'm waiting for my food. And the Special K, and Special K is I'm not calling her anything, but she was a box of Special K. Y'all feeling the rest. She gonna cut in front of me, y'all, and then look at me like, what you gonna do about it, right? So I'm sitting here, like the lady in the car was like, "You just let her cut you?" I said, "Lady, all these people getting slapped and beat up and shot, trying to like win something. Girl, I will be a punk. Okay, I will be a punk. I do not have to fight this lady. She might be hungrier than I am. Okay, she might take a bite out of my ear. All I know. Okay, you got to be some type of special to cut somebody in line and look at them up and down. You can, that's some things you gotta fight. You gotta fight your battles, and that was not a battle I needed to fight. That's a battle I do not need to fight. No, who needs to fight that battle? Not me. I'll be on 5 o'clock news. Lady bled to death because she was trying to fight first spot in line. Girl, it is not that serious. Absolutely not. So y'all just gotta learn. We gotta learn how to fight our battles, okay? We don't have to be beefing up. And another thing, and I do want to say this. I did point this out too. Diamond, stop trying to inspire us. Inspire yourself. If that's you talking to yourself, talk to yourself. But don't talk to us because some of us are doing pretty well without your inspiration talk, okay? I don't know what the hell you talking about sometimes, but yeah, baby girl. Don't try to inspire nobody to make no money. And girl, we still talking about money. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's the ones I can't stand either. I can't stand those quick motivator speakers, those quick relationship gurus. All those people haven't lived a life not one bit. And they want to tell you how to do something. Girl, you got to clean up your kitchen better than that. Or you tell me about making money, okay? I'm just being serious. Seriously. Don't tell me about no relationship goals or what is a relationship. Don't tell me. You live in a 2-bedroom house with a man. I'm sorry. Don't tell me nothing with 5 kids, 4 kids. I pass. Well, y'all have a lovely day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.